can actually
era
buy
of
It's
like
tough.
tea
touch
and
things and
malaise,
get
if you will.
glasses because I
Well,
honestly
yeah,
So, yeah.
I need the
yeah.
every time I don't
How's it
have the
going in
Yeah.
your neck of
glasses
the woods?
and then I get
Strange
glasses and I put
times.
them on,
You
I
know,
always
I've
say the
never
same
been.
thing. I
I
can't
work
believe
from
I
home,
died without
so
still
Uh huh.
without
my
my
schedule
glasses.
hasn't
This
changed
is
that much
you
because
don't
this is
really
Yeah.
my
know
life,
until you put
right?
them on how much
Yeah.
you
But
really
I
need
like
them,
even
right?
me.
Just
I
because
do.
you
I
need
have
them.
one errand day a week, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm so out of touch with my own life, right? Like with my own community. I have no
Yeah.
idea what's going on, right?
Yeah.
Very
Oh,
strange.
so
It
And
people,
is.
I don't even know what's open. I desperately want two things, three things. Just I want a haircut, just like everybody else. But I want a Blizzard from DQ, and
Okay.
I want a
um,
Slurpee from
my
7-Eleven.
husband has been
Now I
very
don't even
quiet
know if I can
from
still
an
get those
accident
things,
when he was
right? Like,
introduced,
because the fact of the matter is, I'm not
and
even
so
leaving my house,
his eyesight is
so
very
I don't
very
even
bad,
know.
and so he
I don't
also has
Well,
know
the problem of
what.
having very
I
expensive
could
ways of
maybe go
being
down
able
the
to see,
street and maybe I
right?
could get those things. I have no
He had
idea,
gone
and that's what
he
I
had
mean. I'm so out of
gone
touch with like
it
things
gone
even
flying
just down the
twice, so
street from
he's
me.
just happy.
well,
That's happy you can
it's.
see, right?
I'd like to think that we're a little bit more in touch, but still, it's so strange.
Oh, oh, okay. So 400 pounds, and for a moment I thought that's
So
how
I'm
heavy it was.
just
So
apparently
it
our
stopped. It
live
was just
stream has
momentary.
started.
Okay,
So I don't know if that means our
live stream has
conversation
started,
should be
so
more
I'm
edifying
gonna
or
have to go
less.
on stage now,
Should we
guys.
entertain
Are you
the
guys
live stream
ready?
people or I'm not
Well,
exactly
Awesome.
sure. I think we should all wave. Hey guys, live stream's operating. Why don't we all look at the cameras and wave and welcome the live stream people?
That's
Hello
what Laurel
everyone.
knows how to get us started. You start the live stream, and then everybody pays attention, right? Because it started, so we're going now. This is gonna happen one way or another right now.
Okay, so are we going to do the photo first?
Yes. Welcome everybody in North America. We've been awake since since
I
since
don't even know
uh,
what day it is.
since we don't even know what day it is, but we're very lucky that nobody nowadays pays attention to time or days
Doesn't
or
matter.
anything. We are having a blast. We had a great first session, European session, followed with a wonderful keynote, followed by a dance party. We're going to do it all again, and we're really excited. And the way we like to start sorry, um, the way we like the way we like to start that is way we like to start that is with a photo. So everybody's going to come up on stage and make sure you're not standing in front of somebody else, and we're going to get a photo of the North American Open. So come on, everybody. Come on, Bodie Mensch, everyone. Everybody. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your passport says. Everybody get up here and get real close. Plosh, you can come join us. Wally, Robert, everybody, we're coming all the way up on stage for a photo. Come join us. Please, please come join us. And then everybody kind of, you can don't worry about social distancing. I'm just going to put my arm around you, and we're going to get ready to,
So
and
if
we're
you're
going to
standing
get,
yeah, if you're standing in front, stand still so the people behind can kind of find a way to look around you. And oh, excuse me. Okay, so I'm gonna want you guys to start emojis. My camera takes a couple seconds to kick in, so start emojis and I'll tell you when to stop, okay? And I think it'll be about 5, so keep those emojis going. 5, 4, 3. Oh, turned my computer off and it liked it. I got the picture. There we are. Thank you,
yay.
everyone. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
indulging
guys.
us. Oh, what did you say, Serenity? Yeah.
And
Well,
I'm
you guys,
going to,
that was awesome.
I'm going to just, yes, get ready to start by muting everybody. And we may be joined by one more presenter, but I'm going to start anyways right now. Thank you all for coming. You are going to have a blast. We had a blast all morning long, and hand claps from people who were able to join us earlier. It was wonderful. It was really great, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's already happened, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's going to happen next. Okay, guys? And so, welcome to Students in VR. Thank you for coming to our North America time slot. And of course, as soon as I start it, it says it's the slides have lost connection. Here we go. Great. So we were able to be joined this morning by a group from Northeast Oklahoma, Cherokee Nation. And this right here is Pamela Iron and her staff, who have put virtual reality headsets in many, many schools all over rural Oklahoma. And she told us about how they were using virtual reality for cultural preservation and job training, and that was one of our first speakers this morning. This is where I'm at right now. If you didn't already know, I'm at a 1980s summer camp. And Camp 7 Star is exactly that. I'm living my best life right now in a kind of a dorm room spatial media lab. So it's the best of both worlds, the best of the 80s and the best of the 2020 technology. And that's what we all dreamt of growing up. And so that's where I am right now. And that her and Andrew Dayton talked a little bit about the camp and about emerging technologies and what they're doing to bring the future about. This is one of the schools, and some of these students were in the audience this morning. The rest will be presenting tomorrow in Engage, and they talked about their spatial network. Oops, sorry guys. Some more of the students that were in the audience, we actually got to take a picture with many, many students from one of the rural high schools and we got to hear a talk from Kayla Jumper, who goes to Oaks Mission School, and she talked about how her school used to be a mission for neglected and abandoned Native children, and now they have the resources they need to learn virtual reality. Then we had the most, and that was supposed to be a next. Let's see if they'll do a next now. The most amazing talk, clap if you were in this talk this morning, where we were not on a stage. We were actually in a room where there was full engagement. Look at all those claps. And Connie and Evelyn showed us all the many ways to teach and engage. I mean, in AltSpace, all the many ways to teach, very creative, lots of movement, taught us a whole lot of new things that everybody in the audience was eager to try out. And then Craig was a wonderful mentor to Dieter and Lucas, and really we started to see the blurring of the lines between student and teacher, because they were so amazing in their presentation. If we hadn't told you that they weren't the teachers, that they were just the students, you probably wouldn't have known. An amazing talk on how VR is used to deal with fear of heights, and then a fantastic overview on how to incorporate it in the classroom and from high school students. So that was amazing. And then our keynote address from Pamela Iron, and she admitted this, so it's not going to be a bad thing for me to say that she was born before the invention of the television, and she got to bring about emerging technologies now in the community that she grew up in. And she let everyone know that in some places here in rural Oklahoma, we still don't have running water. In some of the households, that's kind of a new thing, and the internet is just now getting out to some communities. And she was interviewed by Andrew Dayton, who's a Cherokee Nation citizen and in the audience right now. Wave, Andrew, who's building the fiber spatial network for the rural Oklahoma schools. An amazing talk by Kayla Jumper, and supported by all of her classmates who, you don't know this, but Donna and I know this, their fiber line had been cut last night by accident. Nobody in that area, what we call Rocky Ford area, north of Tahlequah, Oklahoma, had internet, and it came back online just in time for everybody to jump on. They were online 5 a.m. our Oklahoma time. Those kids that you can't get out of bed to do anything got up, got in their headsets, and supported their classmate Kayla, who gave a wonderful talk. And our last talk was Jan from Denmark, who's putting this all together in a K through high school effort to make sure that everything is connected in a way that has job training, job readiness, engagement for students. And so now we're starting our North America talk. And is Rohit in the audience today? Well, Rohit has what's called the VXR Wizards from the VROX Kansas City, and they're going to share their experience as student creators and makers in VR. And so these students are saying, this is how I take ownership of my learning. And more importantly, this is how I create my world. So that's going to be a wonderful talk where they're going to show you what they have created. And then we have Steve Isaacs talking again about creation. It used to be we got these books. Everybody emote a heart if you learned with those things called books. These very static things that had everything in the world you needed to know, and then you got that, and then you learned what was there. And that's not how our students learn. Our students create the knowledge that they share with us. They create the world that they live in. And the Minecraft way of learning and building is just another way that our students are not content consumers, they're content creators. And it's going to be an awesome talk. Followed by emote if you have seen Buddy interview in Late Night with Buddy, 14 years old. The most amazing interviewer ever is going to interview the grandfather of VR, Tom Furness. And it's going to be wonderful. If you have never sat in on an interview, he is the David Letterman of 14-year-old VR stars. And that's supposed to be a compliment, so I hope it's the compliment I meant it to be. He's amazing. He also is going to do the second dance party of the day. He ran that earlier, a perfect DJ. We are then going to learn about STEM classroom achievement with Sarah, Janelle, Quincy, and Poe, Paula's group. And I just love this photo because this is kind of the way that storytellers and immersive storytelling happens now in groups of kids, like almost like they're writing Little Women, right? You just can see the creativity and in the way that they're even though they're not emoting or anything. And so I love the energy and the use of creation, creative creation, not just in the creation of apps, but in the creation of storytelling. We'll have Rosie Summers as a keynote tomorrow, and she also creates through art, and storytelling is a form of art. And then we will have Paulina and her ARCAD virtual reality development and games art and design majors talk about their collaborative journey in their project. Again, this whole second part of North America, creation, creative creation, we make the world that we live in. Now, the most exciting part, we don't have a slide for it, is after all of that, emote please if you went to our dance party earlier. We have Trash Panda and Buddy, the most amazing dance party. I know that doesn't sound exciting, but after a long day in VR, I think every day now I'm going to go to some dance party because we had a blast and it's a great way to socialize, and we really hope that all of you guys come. So that is our welcome. We really appreciate you. I want to, what we're going to do is we have about, I want to say 15 minutes till we can open a portal, but I would love for you guys to stay in here and socialize, and we can all go over to the first talk of Rohit together. We have a lot of people in the audience. We have in the back Bodhi Mitch, who is working on the spatial computer, go ahead and wave, working on the spatial computing lab. We have Laurel Rel in the back, who's one of the founders of Educators in VR. We have people I don't know. We have Paula Paulino, who's going to be one of the speakers later on this afternoon. We have one of the Wave Bub. Bub is one of the students that created algebra lesson plans for Oaks Mission School. He can tell you all about it. And I don't know everybody in the audience, but we have Bree Cook, who actually is the one that takes care of this amazing, go ahead and wave, Bree. Bree takes care of this amazing, and she will tell you I'm not lying, 1980s summer camp and immersive technology spatial lab. You think it doesn't exist, you think I'm making it up, but there are canoes outside, and it's beautiful, and it's wonderful, and it's exactly every 80s movie you've ever been in, but in real life. So please, thank you for coming, and let's socialize a little bit. In about 10 minutes, we're gonna all teleport over there together. Does that sound good, guys? Any questions? Does that sound good? I'm gonna unmute all of you guys. Okay, so thank you all for joining, and please get to know each other, and we're gonna go over there together in just a few minutes. Sound good? Everybody emote if that sounds good to you. Is that good? All right, great. So I'm gonna go over here. I unmuted you guys. You guys can talk to each other now. I come up here and see you guys. Oh, and Bree and the other people from the camp, the rule is you can't go talk to other camp people. You have to go find somebody new to talk to. Because you guys never, you go over there and talk to Elaine, or come over here and talk to Malin. Go over there and talk to Fun. Fun is going to be a fun person for you to talk to.
There's a great place outside to go stand.
Hey, hello guys. Omar, where are you from? Hi. Thanks for coming. Where did Bob go?
Hello. Hi. How are you? Hi.
Hey, Bob, come on over here. I'm going to introduce you to people. Let's go find people for you to meet.
Curious. First time in VR.
Who's first time in VR? Oh, yours? Is it your first time? Who said first time in VR?
Marlin. Yeah, it's my first time ever.
Oh. Go up there, Bob, and find out about. This is really? Is there really that many first-time users in here?
Angelina, could you kill the megaphone so we're not competing with you? Thank you.
My first time.
Laurel?
Yes, I'm in the back chatting with people, but all we can hear is your voice.
Take yourself off megaphone, Angelina.
Okay, thank you.
Otherwise you just
Laurel, it's giving me megaphone or nothing.
How are you?
Oh no.
Hello.
How are you?
We can hear
How many
too.
first timers do we have in here?
So, Angelina?
Can we get emojis for first timers?
Yeah.
This is my
Hey,
time.
can you
my
turn it
first
off
time in
at
VR.
all?
I don't know what I'm doing.
So now unmute
Mm.
yourself. No,
That's fine.
well, we can try re-entering.
For a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
3 weeks.
Oh my god.
Can we get
That's
a
amazing.
survey?
Alright,
How
we're
many-
already
how many
friends.
first timers
Some
do
of
we
us
have?
are meeting
out back if
Emojis
you
for
wanna
first
join us.
timers.
Yeah, I came last year and this year, so you might have seen me around.
Oh, you must be friends with that account, I imagine. Well, anyway, friends with the account.
Yeah.
The boy might not know you.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah,
You see what I mean?
How old are you?
I helped set up the VR program in your school last year sometime. So
47?
yeah.
Oh, hello. Voice. What? Oh.
This is great.
Okay.
My turn.
Hello.
I'm 14.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are
Doing
you?
well, thanks. You?
Hello. Where are you from? I'm doing great.
Oklahoma.
Good.
This is great to
Sorry, I'm with the go.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at this.
So,
Yeah, same.
yeah, we're in
Hi.
yeah, we're in the Cherokee Nation,
There's
Oklahoma.
just my goes in next to my bed
Yeah.
this morning. Cool.
Oh, okay, got it. Yeah.
My quest is downstairs.
From New
so
Zealand?
it's
Oh,
Just-
cool. Yeah, you're all
just say New
set up.
Zealand. Brazil.
Nice, nice.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Very cool. No, I'm pretty new here. We've only been here for a few weeks. We're also trying to do this event.
It seems like there's a lot of first timers. I'd like to
Hi.
find out how many first timers are here.
Good. How are you?
I just talked to him. He's a first timer.
Yeah, I just came on yesterday. Hi, D1.
What? How much?
I'd like to see. Yeah, this,
Oh, well, there
this
you
is something I've been doing now. I've been here for
Sorry,
about
what does it?
Tim with a one.
almost
That's
a year.
strange.
Hi.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Hi there.
Hi.
This is
How
my
you
first time. I don't
Hello.
know.
How are you?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my first time too.
You're the first time. Wow, we got a lot of newcomers.
Are you kidding that you can't
She can't do
turn
it.
that off still?
You're getting used to. Okay.
Okay.
You're getting used to
Oh,
getting
poor
around,
thing.
aren't you?
Yeah,
That was
slowly.
So yeah, come to my. I'll be in my
What do you
regular
think-
building. It's called
what do you think
Lunar
of this,
Phases,
Omar?
And I'm starting up an event for my Icy Stars Astronomy Club.
Hello?
You'll have to come-
Is
you'll
he
have
there?
to visit.
Okay.
Hi.
Yeah, just send me
What
an
do you think
invite.
of
I
this,
will. I
Omar?
know.
Are you enjoying it?
And you should come to our
I don't know.
event on the 13th.
That's a good answer, actually. Quite right. Reserve judgment.
And
It's
your
always
event
I
good.
think
what
I
is it
think they
called?
said it was their first time as well.
Well, it kind of has this inappropriate name.
Yes.
Funny. It's called Fuck Up Nights. Have you ever
Oh, we've
heard of
got a
them?
loud one.
No.
Somebody's got the
They're all around the world. If people come, entrepreneurs come and share about their failures instead of their success stories.
I'm gonna meet-
It's also
I'm gonna-
kind of an educational,
There you go.
cool event.
You can unmute yourself.
Well,
You have
you
some way
don't
of
have success.
getting rid of the other sounds.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and each failure brings you closer to success, but it's the thing is we're not used to sharing them, and that's what we're trying to do, is have people open up and share and,
Well,
you
we're
know,
waiting till the
have
next
the
event, which is gonna
audience
happen in
clap
10
and
minutes,
cheer
at which
and, you
point
know,
we can
support
put
them.
a
So
portal
it's
up
kind of an interesting
about
thing.
7
We've been
minutes and
doing
take it to the
this
next event.
live for a few years,
Yeah.
but now because of
But
quarantine,
at the
we
moment, we're
decided
still-
to do it
until then.
in VR.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. So, but we're still kind of trying to figure out how to do it because we're going to get, I think, a lot of people. I'm thinking more than 100 people, and a lot of them are going to be first timers. So, you know, maybe joining with PCs and stuff. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Can I go up here?
I never
That
heard.
sounds fun.
Will.
That's
keep
very
it-
well for me. There's been so many weird glitches.
I didn't know I could come up
Like
here.
some of us were falling through the floor, and then my megaphone wouldn't go off, and then
When is your event?
that happens all the time
I
in your
don't have it
events, though, right,
scheduled
Paula?
yet. I just have a location for now.
Oh, Elijah's
okay.
back.
Yeah, that's what I
You're
have
gonna
too.
start a portal in a little while. That's your job,
That's what
isn't
we
it?
have. I mean, we have it planned. We know the date, but we haven't announced it yet.
Yeah.
He's been
Mm.
doing
So,
it
and
for us.
I'll do intermittent schedulings of my event
Hey, Doug.
every now and then,
Mm.
and it's been actually quite
Alright.
successful. I had a lot of people in it.
Oh, we got
the
noise.
first time I did it.
Good.
And people are enjoying it. We gotta
Somebody's
get
hiding over there.
U.S. Not knowing where you are located, but the U.S. is going to launch
You
finally.
really touch people in real life, so it's kind of cool when you can touch them in VR.
The space again.
You can do like a
With
fist
the
bump.
U.S. equipment. SpaceX is going to launch people
Ah, got the wrong one.
to the space station at the end of this month. So
He's gone?
we're trying to get the rest of our room built
Oh,
to
Paula?
have
Yeah.
information about that.
Yeah, she probably. Oh,
It's back.
That's how everybody here is because they've been awake for so long. When I get out of the headset, they're asleep in the
Yeah.
headset next to me.
No. The only problem is that these headsets get hot very fast.
Yeah,
and then it starts
For
to
these
chop
two.
sound, and it's like, you know, it's hard to
Because
hear.
Yeah.
I would have like
Just for the hell.
Seat to the front of them.
for me to use the
Yeah, yeah, you could boil an egg with it. Yeah,
Are you going to the next
I don't know what to do. Yeah.
Bob?
I have this stone like window
Okay.
things, and I just like set it down on it because the stone is so cold it just absorbs the heat right away
Right.
for, you know, a few minutes. That's the way I found out how to do it. But I don't know how we're gonna do the
Tricky one.
event.
It's just that we can
That's
hear
kind
our
of
voices
worries
twice.
me.
We do have a computer, right?
You wanna put one of these on?
Does that work now?
Okay.
Hopefully it has.
Sometimes when
Do
you
you have
mute
a
it, I
computer
can
with
find
you?
out whether or not it's.
Hi.
I do, but my computer is not. It wasn't ready for this either.
That's great.
So.
You were mentioned
I
as
don't know.
being a bit of a genius
We were
just
very
now, but
not, you know, very well equipped when we started this. But, you
in
know,
here,
I don't know.
you were talking about your.
We're working our way.
with
I think
latest
we'll be, you know, we'll be okay. The laptops
You are
also
the-
get very hot. We have 3 laptops,
your
and all 3 of them are just like, you know, boiling when we stay too long.
But it's late night with
14-year-old
So.
Is it
Guys.
Yeah, he introduced me.
Oh, I think the weak was because before that we've only worked with text, you know, and I never had a need to work with
Okay.
something like this. You know,
Good one.
just, you know.
And
Oh, that's good. Because I go to
Buddy's
the
here now.
clean the two of
Buddy's
them?
over
So
Buddy
here.
is in the house. See, he's over there.
Buddy's in the
Yeah.
house.
and then I'll log
There
in
he
with the
is.
computer.
But he's
And when I
hello,
log in
hello.
with
Yeah,
the
that's what I do too.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but I can't log
If you really want to
with
get to
the
know
same
me,
account
I
at
can
the,
go to the dance
at the same time.
DJ it.
So I opened up another one.
It will switch you back and forth. It will
Super
log you
fun.
in back and forth. So,
And if you also
That's
want
great.
and then you'll see.
Oh, okay.
if you also want to
It'll
check me
say
out
reach
for
and
late
match.
night talks.
And when you
Yes,
say
that's what it does.
set,
See, he's behind you.
Uh-huh.
He'll tell you all about it.
and
Yeah.
When is it
it'll-
ready?
and it'll transition between the two.
I haven't talked